Hello and welcome to Froggity Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the checkerboard stitch. So this is a really lovely looking stitch, but you do need two colours to make it. So to start this stitch you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 8 plus 2 for your turning chain. So the checkerboard is just two different colours worked together in double crochet. So I make my foundation chain in the colour I'm going to start row 1 with. So I'm going to start in the 4th chain from my hook because my turning chain is going to count as my first stitch. Okay, so there's the first stitch that I just double crochet that I made, and this stitch here is my last stitch in my turning chain, and I'm using that to count as my first double crochet. So checkerboard squares are usually made in 2 rows and with 4 double crochet per square wide. Oops. Okay, so my first stitch of the turning chain, and I've made 3 other double crochet. Now I'm going to change colour, and I'm going to change colour in the last 2 loops of that 4th stitch. So I've got the last 2 loops of that stitch on my hook. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull through. Keep the first colour, in my guess that's the blue, on the bottom. I'm going to work over that as well. So double crochet in the next stitch, working over the top of that blue, make a double crochet. And you want to keep this bottom yarn taut. So you want to keep it so it's not too loose, but you don't want it too tight either, because we don't want to pull that stitch down. So I'm going to make 4 double crochet in total of the yellow. 3 and 4, and like we did with the blue on the 4th stitch, I'm going to change colour. I'm going to drop the yellow, I'm going to bring the blue up, and I'm just going to give the blue a little bit of a shake down there. So you want to tighten it, but at the same time pull everything so it's in the shape that you want. Then once that's done, pull that blue through those 2 yellow loops. And now we do another 4 double crochet with the blue. And again we're going to work over the top of that yellow. Now it is normal for the other colour to show through a little bit. You can't hide it completely, you just make it mostly hidden. 2, and you carry on with this pattern until you get to as wide as you need. 3 and 4. Okay, so that's row 1. Now row 2 we're going to repeat these colours on top. So we're not going to change colour in this last stitch. So we're going to turn, chain 1. Now you do want to bring the other colour up, because once again we're going to be working over the top. So I'm going to make my turning chain in the first stitch. So I use the alternate turning chain to the height of a double crochet, and that counts as my first stitch. And now I'm going to make 3 other double crochet for my row 2. 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to leave the last 2 loops on my hook because our next stitch is in the yellow. And now I'm going to change colour. So I'm going to pull that yellow through, and now I'm going to work over blue and carry on and make 4 double crochet in the yellow. 2, 3 and 4. Again, in that fourth one, I'm going to leave the last 2 loops on my hook and just make sure everything's tight as it needs to be, but still not puckering anything. Drop the yellow and change to the blue. And now I'm going to work over that yellow. And we carry on before. 4 stitches in the blue. And that's how you carry on until you reach the end of your row. And in row 3 we're going to be changing our colours up. So I'm just going to make those last stitches. Because this is row 2, the last one is made in the turning chain of our foundation. And I'm going to leave the last 2 loops on my hook, because this time we do want to change colour. So row 3, we're going to do the opposite of the colours in the row below, and you'll start to see the squares come through. We want to carry the blue over to the next row, so you pull that up so that it carries. I'm going to chain 1 and make my turning chain in the first stitch. Just going to take that stitch marker out now. And this is where the squares start to show. So I've now made that turning chain, which counts as my first stitch. I'm going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches, carrying on working over the top of that blue yarn. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in the 4th double crochet we will change colours to blue. Just make sure to give everything a little bit of a tug again. Pull that through. And we work over the top of the yellow. And double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Leave the last 2 loops on your hook of that 4th stitch. And switch back to the yellow. And you can see now we've got our opposite colours coming through. And then double crochet, working over the top of the other strand of yarn in the next 4 stitches. 2, 3 and 4. So row 4 is going to be a repeat of row 3. Oops, I want to cut 1 loop there. Let's try that again. And there we go. So we don't change colours at the end of row 3. Instead we turn, chain 1, bring up the blue, because we need to carry that across, and make the alternate turning chain, or whichever turning chain you're using, in the first stitch. And then make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Leave the last 2 loops on your hook for that 3rd one and switch to the blue. And then double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Leave the last 2 loops on your hook of the 4th double crochet and switch to your next colour. And then work the next 4 stitches, and you carry on that pattern until the end of your row. 3 and 4. And because it's the end of row 4, you will change colours in the last 2 loops of that 4th double crochet. And that's the checkerboard stitch. And there you have your stitch guide on how to crochet the checkerboard stitch. I would love to see what you make with this stunning stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbit and Stitch. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well for more crochet stitches, crochet patterns and hints and tips as well. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time in the next video. Bye for now.